Good. That works. Oh, good. Am I paused? I think I'm paused. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Correct. Doctor. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's only 2 more options, but That's gonna be a high number. That's gonna be a high number. Uh-huh. Oh, gee. I don't know how to build things. Oh. I was just thinking that. 'Cause I also ordered food. Uh, at least just pre-built things. Oh, that's no fun. Alright, so I saw on yours that you, like, blocked out your stuff. You blocked it out first and then built your foundation around it. Oh, whoa. Right. How do oh my god. That feels bad. That felt bad. And we're back. Alright. Um, uh-oh. Homie's got the audio issues. So how do you move that parking lot? The ambulance. Like the purchase? False. I can move trees.
Testing, testing. There's my microphone's picking up now. I think. Based off of this, can you hear me?
I can hear you. This is not moving.
Well, maybe that one doesn't move. I don't know. Click the ambulance parking lot. I don't know. Maybe I lied to you. Maybe it doesn't fucking move. Oh, maybe hit the bulldozer and maybe you can just remove it outright? You know what? The parking lot stays. I don't know what to tell you. The yellow and black lines where they drop patients off, I know that part moves. Well, it moved for me. I don't know.
He done it again.
No, it moved for me. I have it in video too that you didn't watch. See, it's the ambulance unloading. Click on it's next to the helicopter, and I know for a fact that one moves it on the road because I did it. See? I didn't totally lie. I just lied about the one thing.
Oh, so does that mean? Nope.
Oh shit, now you got 2 parking lots. you got spot for 12 ambulance. Oh, can't get rid of that one either. Dude, we about to start new game number 2. You got to be 3 games deep on this. Oh,
Bruh. I mean,
I
if you didn't lie to me,
I did not have the same issues that you had. Also, I think while I was fixing my mic, I lost my camera. What in the
we're
hell did I do?
we're, we're both having issues.
Dude, I'm saying.
All right, this one's for real.
This one's for
This
real, he
one's
says.
this one's gonna have a hospital.
Oh god, that now it's huge.
Not
Now
just a
it's a huge
foundation.
camera. Oh my gosh, I'm all over the screen. Give me the resize button.
All right.
That still feels really big. Give me the resize button. Bear with me while I work out these technical difficulties. There we go. All right, we're back.
Can I build into the road?
All right, I fixed my technical issues. Did you figure out your stuff?
Probably not.
All right, so this time, for real, we're building our emergency department off of the parking lot. I believe in
Bam.
us.
We got a big ass waiting room.
That is a pretty sizable waiting room.
We've done it.
All right, so we got a waiting room. What else are we putting in here? What is it? A reception? Okay.
We got a reception.
Now I know at lunch today you said you had a lot of experience with doctors, so I'm interested to see where do you go from here? Build a hallway, just straight doctor's office, build it in a separate building.
Let's see, that's a good question.
That's all staffing. You don't have to worry about staffing yet. You don't even have foundation built. Now, you did 3 maps ago when you put a random strip down the middle of the map.
Uh, I guess for now. What do they have to be?
You can right
Four
click
by
to get out of
four.
the grid, and then you can hover over the icon for the room, and it'll tell you what size it needs to be. I think doctor's offices are like 4x3 or something, but I recommend going a little bit bigger than that.
They're 4x4.
Okay. Most of the prefab stuff, like if you went back to that, has most things by like 6. There's a measurement of 6 somewhere,
Okay, I went 4x6.
which worked out well for me because I'm like, man, if every room has like 6 on one of the sides, I can probably make better squares and blocks as I go.
That doesn't seem even. It's not.
It is definitely not even. I'm also not really sure what we're doing with that reception in like the middle of the waiting room that's also like the path up or something. Like, how do they get to the doctor's office? Does the doctor's office have a door from the waiting room?
There's gonna be a door here.
So they're gonna walk through reception? Or are you
No,
putting it on like the very side of reception? I don't know, man. I'm just curious. I'm giving you a hard time. We need to see the
the
foundation. Build it out for
doors.
me.
I mean, technically, we don't need a door. It can just be
Hell,
open.
technically, I don't even think you need walls.
All right, we're going back. We're going back to. That's all I need, right? Oh, and a cleaning closet. Oh,
Well, remember, cleaning closet isn't required. It's got the green number next to it, so you don't have to have one.
I don't know where that's gonna go.
You
Uh,
you will need a
so
restroom. Restroom is one of those shared buildings, but it's required.
where was? Oh,
The common room, the staff room, is also a nice to have.
okay, okay. Can I move this?
Can you move it? Probably not. Can you remove it and re-add it in another location? Yes. Hey, you got
Hey.
an achievement. Look at that. Hey, I got another sub. Thank you, thank you. That's 2 subs today. You guys are awesome.
Oh,
Also, I'm having some more technical difficulties. It looks like my alert box is off the screen. I apologize.
he doesn't. He's not
Oh
sorry.
my gosh. My mic wasn't working. Then I deleted my webcam. Now my alert box is off the side. Jeez Louise. I'm just having a rough go of it today. Uh. Uh. I thought I could force these to replay now that I put them in a better spot. I know I can from the Streamlabs website. I can get you guys your zombie walking around, I promise. You earned it.
Restroom. That's what it was.
You guys earned it. And once I find it, I got you. There they are. I heard the sounds. Thank you guys. Really, it does go a long way. Follows, subscriptions, they really do help grow the community. Sounds like it's a good time for also throwing in a nice little plug. 7 p.m. Eastern time, except for Fridays and days where unfortunately I'm unable to. I do plan on streaming. Tyler is my co-streamer here today and probably joining me for a lot of our streams because we like to game together. And
Hello.
he met me
His
for
audio
lunch
probably
today.
doesn't
We had
work.
what was that?
His audio probably doesn't work for me, but
Yeah, who the hell knows what's working at this point? Your audio may not be working. Hell, I'm surprised we've got your gameplay. Um, but Tyler and I had lunch today. We were talking about, I was telling him about this awesome game because he doesn't watch my stream because he's a bum, right? So I was telling him about this awesome game, and he's like, that sounds like something I want to play. And I'm like, hey, I tell you what, why don't I stream you playing the game and we can fumble through it together? So it's kind of like getting to watch and put together the knowledge that I've already learned from playing it, but by doing it in a cool backseat gaming kind of way that pisses him off. So you guys get to watch us do that. And hopefully it's fun. Hopefully it's a little different. Um,
once I sorry.
what up?
Once I build the foundation, can I expand it more?
Yes, you can always add to it.
So like if I don't need all that right now.
Yeah, you can keep it small starting off. You can do that. And then later on, when you want to add another hallway for another department or more doctor's offices, you can come back to foundation, lay more foundation on in the way that you want it to go.
Cool. Okay.
Now, hold on. Go back to the crane button and go to it's the small button. Yeah, there. That adds perimeter walls. I found this the hard way when I was doing my research on what you call this stuff, the Prestige. If you have a gap in your wall somewhere, everybody hates you because they're exposed to weather.
Oh, good.
So I recommend hitting that button when you add on foundation because it'll automatically enclose the building so you don't have to worry about that negative for weather.
Good.
All right. Now you can carry on and go back to wall building. So I think the biggest problem I had when I was starting out was wanting to color code all of my departments and trying
Oh,
to figure out what color they should represent. So what color is your emergency room going to be? Oh god, our reception disappeared again.
what color is what?
What color is your emergency room? What color are you going to do it in? Like this is
For my
important.
walls.
Yeah, walls, flooring. You can change the color of some of the equipment that you put in the room. You want color
Tiles.
coded chairs? You could have color coded chairs.
Dark wood.
Oh, we about to have white floors, white walls. Hey, what's wrong with this foundation? It's cheap.
I mean, you're not wrong. Can I change the color, or is that the color? It says colored exterior, but
So it can be exterior or it can be interior, I think. I don't think it matters putting that on the inside. I know you can put it on the inside. I don't think there are negatives associated with it. But TBH, I didn't do it, so I don't know. The annoying thing with walls are so like from this angle that you're at, these walls that are cut in half because of your view, or actually mostly gone, if you were to click and drag and color a wall from this view, it'll color the outside of the ones that were short walls and color the inside of the other two walls,
boo.
which is kind of annoying. And like, eventually you'll
Yeah.
get to a point where I'm like, I was just trying to color the inside of everything. Um, if you look at your little tools underneath the walls, because it took me a long time to realize this one, drag rectangular walls, right? You can do that, and you can click and drag and color all of the inside. I use the inside section of the wall. I don't know if it's based off a starting point, if it'll do the outside, but you can do that and color all four walls at the same time.
Like that.
Yep. So if you click that, let it go, see all of your inside walls are now white.
Oh, son of a bitch.
It's not what you wanted to do, was it?
It's all right. We'll go with it. We'll go with it. So how do I do the exterior walls like that?
I don't know if you can do the exterior walls with that little grabby tool.
Okay.
And
Let's
most of my
go
walls look
with.
like drywall.
Oh, you can change the color.
Yeah, so any of these that have the color on them, you can change the color, which is why I was like, oh, I'm going to have a, what did I do? Light purple emergency room and yellow for radiology and labs or something. I got lost for like 20 minutes trying to decide what colors I wanted or something, man. It's the hardest part of the game.
I mean, I don't have to color code the walls.
You don't have to color code anything, but that's where I lost so much time.
So we're just gonna go with.
The blue do
That's
be
a nice.
looking sharp, though.
That's a nice, relaxing color.
That blue do be looking good.
I don't know what pattern. Ooh. So I just. Okay.
There you go. Look at that. But see, now the downside, you have to rotate to hit the other corners. It's kind of a pain in the butt.
At least I know that, and I'm not gonna color the inside of the.
Dude, I can't tell you how many times. I mean, you watched that first video. I probably recolored the walls like 6 times. Like, oh, this is outside. Nope, that was inside. Nope, this is outside. Nope, this is inside.
Bammo.
Bammo.
Doors. Need some glass doors.
The coolest
Double
door
glass
is
door.
that one.
Yeah.
That's the coolest door. But it takes up 4 slots.
4 slots is fine. My reception is 4 slots, but how do I? That looks like it's lined up.
I think if you zoom in a little bit, maybe there's usually like where your cursor is creates like a square of like highlighting the squares around it so that you can line up stuff. But I'm not seeing it on this, so that that looks good enough. Well, I'd move it down 1 square, but yeah, that one looks good enough. Oh, you had it right. I had it wrong. Oh man. You shouldn't listen to me.
Oh, now I'm confused again. There. There.
I don't know until you rotate it. It'll be off.
Ah! Success!
Woo! We did it.
All right. Oh, that probably would have been easier. Um,
Huh. Yep. That would have made it nice. How many squares do you have between your doctor's office and your coffee lounge?
2.
Oh, okay. I don't know what size hallways are good, but I was using my hallways as waiting rooms. So I was trying to do them 4 wide so I could have a bench on either side and still 2 squares in the middle of that for walking through. So I assume 2 is probably fine as long as you're not going to put junk in the hallways.
I don't really plan on it.
But I also don't know how busy hospitals get later on, so I don't I don't really know.
I don't think I can rotate that. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
That seems like much.
That's gonna make me dizzy the more we watch. It's a little better.
Yeah, that's smoother.
Tolerable. You got like a disco going on in the bathroom or something.
You know what?
Doesn't matter what you pick. I'm gonna roast it either way.
I know. Uh, how do I do more walls?
I like that. And then pick what wall you want.
Like,
Yep. Ta-da! That's a wall.
this definitely needs a wall.
You don't want open floor plan bathrooms? If you can't make a friend on the toilet, where can you make a friend?
That's right. Oh, 1 second. I gotta go grab food.
What? That is unacceptable. I think he's already gone. All right, chat, what do we think? Is this hospital going to be successful? Or is it going to flop? 2 square hallway might not be enough. Might be a little crowded. Not efficient enough for patients to get through where they need to go in a timely manner. Doctors getting caught up trying to go to the bathroom.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Oh, what was I doing?
That's what I've been trying to figure out my whole life.
uh. All right. So I saw from yours
Bad example, but continue.
your reception area. They just kind of walked in to talk to the chick instead of talking over the thing.
Oh, I totally messed that up. So what I didn't realize was I actually built a wall around reception rather than just using the desk. Um, so there was like a desk facing a wall. It was really bad planning on my part.
Uh, oh, you walled it off completely
I sure
and
did.
then built it in.
And I did
But
not mean to wall it off completely.
but you had like these down, so you couldn't really tell.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
Okay. All right. That helps. That
yeah,
helps.
don't. I told you, bad example. Don't do what I did.
So that can be a wall, wall, wall. I guess I can wall in the sides.
Yeah. And this is kind of what I was going for, not putting a wall up front. I'd probably put like a door on the side of it and just do the desk things all across the front. And patients can talk over the desk. When I redid it in the second video, it worked the way I wanted it to. But yeah, I was mad as hell. They just kept walking through my restricted access door. So apparently the door type doesn't mean anything.
Just to make that nice and confusing.
Is this the bathroom? Nope. This is the mop bucket.
Maintenance closet.
If you have to go bad enough, it can be, I guess.
All right, that looks like everything has a door. Good, good.
That's step one.
We got walls and doors in.
And you don't have walls where you don't want walls, so you got me beat.
Well, this is my third playthrough.
That's true. That's true. I really like that first hospital. That was just a random, like, 3-strip wide, like, 30
You like the
strip long
strip
foundation.
Oh, how did I clicked on something that gave me a lot of options for what to build in it.
The hammer. Is that what you were looking
By
for?
by room though.
Oh, so click into one of the rooms.
Ah, yes.
So when you click into the room, everything in orange is what you have to have. Everything in yellow are, like, I guess, optional or nice to have items. And then the items that don't have a border don't have to have, like, you don't need them at all.
Oh, I forgot about the pharmacy.
Dude, that is a must have. Like, pharmacy, just extra money on every ticket. Huge pickup. Huge. Game changer.
How big does that have to be?
I don't know. When I was researching what it actually did, there were like a lot of posts about it not being big enough, which I guess is probably late game when you have like 1,000 customers trying to go in there at the same time. I think mine I made the same size as a doctor's office, so like a 5x6, and it's working for me currently.
I could go over there.
The nice thing is you can always expand it later or move it to another area by like deleting what you have and putting it somewhere else.
Yeah, we're gonna
But the main thing is it's a must have because it was a ton of money. R is the
Oh,
rotate key.
thank you. So is that yeah? Yeah.
Well, you built the reception desk better than I did. There's not a wall.
Ooh, ooh. Yeah, cheap PC is what you're getting.
So this is what trips me up, right? Like the cheapest PC from like the image looks to be the nicer of the PCs. And the most expensive one is the laptop, which I don't know, I've seen some pretty shatty laptops.
Right? So again,
I don't actually know if the
oh,
like cost of the PC affects anything.
does it have to be in front of the eye?
It doesn't have to be. It's just gonna bother me if it's not, and I'll make fun of you for the rest of the like stream.
So yes. So just have that.
Oh, you don't want to get him the bougie chair?
As a receptionist,
Receptionists
doc-
matter.
doctors get the bougie chair. Maybe. Uh,
Well, that's all that's required for the room. Now you just get to add extra stuff to make it pretty. And I would recommend a flower.
I don't like that.
Everybody likes flowers.
Hmm.
The printer feels too expensive. That looked like a small ass printer for $200.
It was the cheaper printer.
I know, and it's a small printer, but it's still $200. Can't you go into Walmart and pick up a printer for like $80? It's probably more reliable than that thing.
Oh yeah, that's a nice potted plant. Oh, what did that do?
So the yellow means that it's not usable. I think your plant is blocking the
Oh
path
no!
because it's not sitting on top of something. I think it's too big to sit on top of. But I might be wrong about that. I might just have been put in the wrong square.
No, it's
The way it's kind of turning yellow, I think it doesn't sit on top of something.
there'll be a plan for the break room.
Now there's a plant in the break room. No big deal.
That's a nice potted plant. It looks large.
That is large. That one's not large.
That one could fit in there. What about this one? No. Only the cactus.
Looks like they're getting a cactus. Well, reception can sometimes be a little prickly. It makes sense. I mean, like, real talk. Have you ever been to the doctor and you're like, gee willikers, that was a really nice receptionist?
Yeah, yeah, my receptionists are dope.
That's awesome. Candace went to the doctor, last week, into last week. She walked in. The receptionist was so bad, she ended up going to another urgent care. She's like, nah, forget this. The lady ticked me off. I'm like, what'd she say? She said it was going to be a 2-hour wait. And then I'm like, well, why was that so bad? She's like, because I called them like 5 minutes earlier and they said it was going to be a like hour and a half wait and that I couldn't check in over the phone. I'm like, again, I think she's just doing her job. She's like, well, she didn't have to be so rude about it.
Oh, that's all they need.
You didn't even give them a clock. How are they going to know when it's quitting time? That's
I
my
couldn't
favorite
figure
time
out
of
the
day.
clock on the walls. So
I mean, I guess they got a clock on the computer.
that's right, we're digital. Well, obviously we want the modern bench. I don't like the modern bench.
Did you say we want the modern bench and then you don't like the modern bench?
Listen, we don't need this negativity.
Hey, you didn't space them out enough for COVID.
Plants.
Look at that. This is so fancy.
Oh no, we don't want files. We got like magazines.
Sure, you got to put a clock in reception for the mandatory union required breaks. I think those happen every 15 minutes.
Oh jeez. Oh.
And you're allowed 10 minutes to get to the break room and 5 minutes to get back from the break room, and then it's time for another break.
I don't
Union
like the floating
required.
clock. Feels like that gets in the way. Oh well. And they like coffee. Well,
Hold on. If you give them too much coffee, they're going to need one of those union required restroom breaks.
Oh, I should have put the door over here so they go right to the bathroom.
Totally inefficient. Look at all that extra pathing. Jeez. You just ruined the whole hospital with the wrong door placement. Well, time to run it back. Map 4.
Start it over. Yeah. Ooh.
So, from my light research that I did, the Q machine allows patients that have like mild cases or something to like check themselves in. If it's like medium or difficult cases or something like that, they have to go see the receptionist who can then route them where they need to go. But the receptionist will potentially uncover some of their symptoms in the process because they're a nurse. But I think anytime you put a Q machine down, you have to have an info TV as well. They don't necessarily have to be near each other, by the way. So, like, if you wanted to put that on, like, the wall next to reception or over on the bathroom or something like that, it should still trigger. I think, yeah, bring it forward a square. Yeah, there you go. So now the people with the sniffles can check themselves in, and the people that have, like, an arrow in their knee can go up to reception. I used to be an adventurer like you. You thought I wouldn't say it, because you thought Skyrim's been out long enough that it wouldn't be funny, but it's not really funny, but I said it anyway.
We're going with a blue theme here.
So I did really like when we were playing Skyrim, not Skyrim, when we were playing Starfield, and you run into the random NPCs there that start talking about how they used to be an adventurer as like the throwback to Skyrim. What a great meme. Why is your shelf spinning? Just pick a direction. Making me dizzy. What in the world? Hey, you got an achievement.
Oh, that's interesting.
Also, I love that achievement is called Eagle. Did you watch Scrubs?
I did.
So when Turk would pick up JD and spin him around in circles, JD would yell, "Eagle!" Which I can only assume is the reference there. I mean, it's hospital related. It has to be related to Scrubs. Has to be. That was the best show. I love Scrubs. I don't like the outfit. Where are you going to put it? Are they going to be pooping buddies? Oh, they're pooping buddies. They better be friendly. It's too bad you can't put toilet paper dispensers and only put like one of them. You have to play like a game of telephone with the toilet paper the whole way down.
That'd
Can
be
you
messed
spare
up.
a square? I haven't a square to spare.
Oh yeah, I guess they should have
I think the wall has to be too long.
or white doors. Oh jeez.
Well, you didn't put a wall for the door to go into.
Need one? Hmm.
You have to put a wall across it now. Like close off the stall, and then you can put the door going across it.
That one.
This bathroom is an ordeal, isn't it? All right, so now that you've done this part, I'm going to tell you the most annoying thing about building the bathroom
I should
is,
put the doors in.
yeah, the doors don't minimize, so now you can't see shit. Good luck putting your sinks.
Hmm. What does that do?
Bulldozes shit. It's a bulldozer.
Completely bulldoze shit.
Look at that. That's so much smarter than what I did. I just randomly put stuff wherever it would allow me to. All right, so I found out something cheesy while I was playing it last night. You can put your hand dryers above the sink and not have to take up extra space. You can't do that if you put a mirror on it, but if you don't have a mirror, they'll sit right on top of the sink and it looks really silly.
Huh.
I don't know why, but if you're looking to save some space, you have that option.
I don't think I need to save space.
You say that, but if somebody can't dry their hands, they're going to be really unhappy and tank your prestige because they have wet hands. I know because I had quite a lot of people upset because they had wet hands.
Oh jeez. Okay.
I think wet hands alone dropped me from 5 stars to like 3.5.
Jesus.
Yeah. And then the fact that I didn't put enough plants in the hospital dropped me down to like 1.5. Bro. I think my
I would.
delivery driver just tried to back into my driveway.
So fun.
But the worst part
What?
is I got 2 cars in the driveway and I got a 2-car driveway. Like there ain't room.
TV can go on. TV cannot go on the wall.
Nope, that TV's in reception. You checking in to see the doctor? No, I'm just watching the game.
All right. All right. I guess.
It's a funky looking thing. It looked like it was gonna fall off the shelf, didn't it?
It did. Oh, I thought I was gonna need both of those. Coffee machine next. No, that just makes sense.
I think the radio and the TV fill the same need.
Too close.
Ooh, they gonna get fancy chairs?
Yeah, they're doctors.
Well, the nurses are also gonna use this.
Hmm.
One of those chairs is not pushed into the table.
Think they'll still use this chair?
I have no idea.
Let's find out. Huh. Still need a lot more stuff.
Well, technically none of that's required, but I definitely recommend the fridge because I guess they keep their lunch in the fridge. So if you don't have a fridge, they go hungry. And then they complain about it, and then there goes your prestige. I'm still salty over the prestige issues I was having.
Oh, nice. What? What do you mean coffee machine needs to be attached to another type of object? What does that even mean?
It means that it has to sit on top of something, which means you probably just didn't have it in the right angle
It's gotta go on a wall.
for that one. But the other one should sit. Yeah, see, it's sitting on the counter in reception. I think. Yeah, right there. We just got that funky placement square, like the TV. I think you made your break room too small.
Yeah. Oh, they're gonna need a hand dryer too, aren't they?
Which like doesn't even exist. You got to go find it in the all decorations room. Or that.
Holy.
Don't worry, some of that stuff will like rule itself out
Oh yeah.
because you only have to have like one of the object.
Gotta put my doors back in.
People can't get to the toilet, they might get mad. It's a neat looking clinic.
Thank you, thank you.
I mean, it's taking you an hour and you don't have any staff hired.
Bruh.
Well, I'm sorry, it's taking you an hour to build 4 clinics. And you haven't hired staff for any of them. But it's cool. So the doctor's office, I love these, right? The desk is optional because it's yellow, right? But you have to have something to put the computer on anyway, so it's really not that optional. No, they get the bougie chair.
No, doctors are on stools. Have you ever been to the doctor?
I'm on the stool. I spin around and yell, "Eagle!"
We're a blue hospital.
That has to sit on a counter. My food got here, so I'm trying to set it up real quick. But you're doing great.
All right.
All right. I got my dinner. Got some Penn Station. Had to divvy out some French fries. You had Penn Station before?
I don't think so.
It's pretty all right as far as overpriced sandwiches go. But their French fries are bomb diggity.
Oh,
Got rid of the bookshelf already?
help if you put it inside the hospital.
It's like one of those like birdhouse looking things where people drop off books on walking trails. Take a book, leave a book.
All right. So that looks like everything. Except staff.
And you don't have a plant in the doctor's office. They're going to think it's an ugly environment.
Where did I get plants? Oh, no.
That plant just screwed up your whole room, didn't it?
It did. There. I like that.
Why you listen to me? Let me screw up your whole doctor's office. Just for a plant.
All right, employees. Oh.
All right, so hit the gears, and everywhere that you have a desk and computer set up or a cart, in the case of the janitors, gives you the option to hire somebody. The left side is the daytime shift with the little green sun icon, and the right side with the little blue moon thing is your nighttime shift. If you click on one of those sections, it'll give you a list of the candidates that you can put into that position.
All right. First things first. Receptionist. Ugh, nobody wants to walk in and see her.
All right, so most of this is pretty
maybe.
explanatory, right? Like you can see what level they are, you can see what skills they have that relate to the position that you're hiring them for. The little black icon on the right, like underneath the mask one, is how many hidden traits they have. And then to the left of the mask is any traits that you know about them. So Kate is an early bird. I'd be hesitant to hire any nurses named Kate.
Huh?
I would be hesitant to hire any nurses named Kate. I knew one once.
It's just these four?
Yes. You can press that button to refresh it. You can press that button to see what hidden traits they have.
Oh no, she's the cheapest. She's got 2 hidden traits.
She also only has a 15% receptionist score.
I don't know what that means. Is that important?
Well, you're hiring her to be a receptionist.
Alright, I feel like we gotta start.
Your doctors have a lot of hidden traits. Like, they all got skeletons in the closet.
I could.
I mean, honestly, they could be positive traits, but they might not be.
I didn't know could be negative traits.
Well, long commute, I think, means that they could be late to work or something. That dude's a diagnostic genius.
Good.
He sounds cool. But look at his percentages though. Like his general medicine, his emergency, his diagnosis, they're all really low.
We can increase that.
I mean, he'll level up. It'll increase, sure. But if you only have one doctor right now, do you want him to be halfway decent or not? Ms. Lopez there is the only doctor with halfway decent scores, and even those are not great. This actually might be a decent point if you wanted to create your own doctor, and you can kind of have a little bit of say over what they have. If you click the circle with the pencil, you can do the editor. You can create your own doctor. It's going to cost, what is that, $10,000, so it's a little bit of money, but it also allows you to grab that other insurance company that I was telling you about.
Alright. Stop. Dick Anderson. Alright. So how... He's a doctor. He's an intern.
But you get to pick his traits. So select 2 positive traits and select 1 negative trait. So if you want something like Diagnostic Genius, you can pick that up. When I made mine, I'm like, okay, he's going to be starting at the lowest level. I'm going to do Fast Learner because that makes me think that he'll level up faster. But I don't know if that's true. Because I really don't know what this shit does.
I don't like any of those.
Well, of course you don't like them. They're negative traits.
Does not take free time breaks.
That sounds good on paper, but I think it makes him grumpy. And I think once he gets grumpy, he's like upset with the patients or something.
Alright, he likes food.
I mean, I can't really blame him for that. Like, food is delicious. So now you can accept patients, and you can turn on the other insurance. You see the little green plus sign at the bottom? You can press that button to accept more patients. However, you may not actually want to, because that'll give you the potential of 20 patients a day, and you only have one doctor currently.
Huh.
But you may want to, for example, build another doctor's office, hire a second doctor, and then turn that on so you can potentially have up to 20 patients a day because that second one pays a whole lot more than the one that you have now. The one that you have now pays what, like 80% of the coverage? The one that you just unlocked would pay 115%.
Alright.
Yeah, and don't forget your pharmacy. That's an
Oh,
important thing too
shit.
before you actually open.
Know what I completely forgot about again?
That's why you need a chat. Chat reminds us of stuff.
Where's the pharmacy?
It's the suit and tie one. It's the administrative. You should probably also click on that last department. That'll allow you to build a morgue.
Um,
I'm not saying you're going to need it, but I'm saying autopsies are important for you.
um,
Can't find the cause? Send them for an autopsy. And, you know, the fact they're not dead, that'll be soon rectified. I totally thought you were going to put your second doctor's office over there. It felt like a more natural slot. And then you could do like your pharmacy as like a standalone building on the other side of the parking lot.
can you do standalones?
I don't see why not. I mean,
Yo.
technically, you could connect it to that building anyway. It just would have an external connection. They'd have to walk out the doors and into the pharmacy one because you're not putting a hallway in the way you set up that room closet.
You right. Ah, we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it. There's a lot of deaths.
But you don't need them all. I mean, technically, I think you only need one.
Which advice? Drop off? First things first. We need drugs.
That is the main reason people go to the pharmacy.
We need 3 of them. Okay.
People like a lot of drugs.
We need drugs. Alright. Second thing. We need... counter advice. Counter drop off. And a pharmacy desk. And a wall. No entry. What am I doing? I don't think I made it big enough.
I don't think you did either. You should have built it as a standalone home.
Hmm.
Well, you should probably just start over. What? How you should build the pharmacy in the corner so you can tell people to go to the corner to get drugs.
That's kind of a corner. Why is the pharmacy brick? I don't know. Uh-huh.
It's actually a real nice looking little pharmacy. I'd buy my drugs from a place that looks like that.
Thank you.
I mean, I don't buy drugs, allegedly. Just don't forget to put a plant in here, and don't forget to put something that entertains them. Because I tanked my pharmacy rating because I didn't give them a bookshelf or a radio. Actually, I don't even know if the bookshelf worked. But I gave them a radio and it went back up, so I assume it was the radio. You don't have to give him that radio or that bookshelf. You can give him his own bookshelf.
They have a plant. And
oh, that kind of fits neat in that corner.
You said a radio? Which room had the radio? It's gotta be this one, right? Yeah. Wait, does that have to be for the worker or? Oh, here.
Honestly, I think that'll probably credit everybody, but it's mostly the worker that got bored and tanked my prestige.
Does it have everything it needs? More shelves? Huh? What's that? All right, Frank. All right. Am I ready to open? Oh, wait. What? I want to switch me back over. There we go. Not even the same size. 4x6. Oh my god.
I'm gonna guess you didn't mean to do that. That seems like an odd place for a doctor's office. Oh no! You deleted the office you built. You also deleted part of the waiting room. No, don't do that. So start your box inside the waiting room that already exists and then drag it to the part that doesn't exist anymore. That'll combine them and make them one. I did that in my first video too, and I corrected it in the second one, which obviously I see you didn't watch the second one at all. I had like 3 or 4 waiting rooms scattered around my little clinic rather than having one big waiting room.
What happened to my?
So your items disappear when you're in this mode. If you
No, the person I hired over here.
Oh, you don't see him because you're in the emergency department. You click on the suit and tie, and you should be able to see the admin department again.
Oh,
All right, this one's weird. You already have somebody hired for this. Remember, they just don't have a work spot. So you have to open up your staff listing, which I don't necessarily know how to do, um, and assign them back to the department. I maybe if you click the emergency light at the bottom. Oh, you know what? We can probably cheese it with this one. Hit the plus sign there under Chief Doctor. Make that person a Chief Doctor. And you might be able to click on their card from that Chief Doctor spot. Will it allow you to, like, when you click on it, kind of you hover over it for a second and like a menu pops up? Not that. Over. Hey, that'll work. How'd you do that? Wait,
well,
go
can
back.
I
Go hover over that daytime shift person. Oh,
unassign
look, you can.
employee?
Okay, I didn't know that existed. I was trying to get his card open because I know you could assign him once you got the card open. But yeah, that works. Okay. So now you got everything set up. You're ready to open. If you wanted to build another room, you could. If you wanted to get rid of that pharmacy spot you had mapped out in the back, you could do that. I guess you could hire a janitor too. That might be okay. Janitors are pretty inexpensive after looking at doctors. You're like, wait, look, Jennifer King has all these positive stats and it's like $200. The doctor that was like 50-50 was like $700. What?
Right.
Like, this place gonna be sparkling because I've dropped $150 on the janitor.
Oh, so that will make it the same size as the other doctor's office.
Which is good because, I mean, what else are you gonna do with that space, right?
I was gonna do it with that. I was gonna have another hallway going down here.
Well, you could expand outward. You could redo your foundation and go out the back to make it, 2 squares longer the other direction if you wanted to do a hallway. You just have to do foundation and walls and stuff like that again. Hey, I got to step away for just a second, so be entertaining.
Oh God. Panic. Oh. Uh. Uh huh. Uh. Uh huh. All right. What do we need? That seems right. um, Computer. This. Oh. Come on. What else do I need? Bookshelf. Yeah. Oh, that's the same.
All right, did you go bankrupt yet?
Huh, I should look at my money, huh?
You mean you haven't been? You got 55K left. How bad can it get? And I think you're allowed to go a little negative.
Alright, how do we open this bitch?
first things first, let's double check your insurances, right? Now that you got 2 doctor's offices, you probably want to make sure you're taking all 20 patients if you can. I don't know if it's going to count it for today. Cool. And now you should be able to hit play and people should start trickling in because your clinic is open. Like, you got hours and you got staff, so it functions. Look at that. You got a janitor walking around. You got everybody else sitting on their ass. Like, looks like a doctor's
already
office.
taking a break.
I mean, do you see how clean this place is?
We just opened, and she could.
Well, I mean, what's she gonna do? Clean the already polished floor? Like, maybe you shouldn't have hired a janitor until day 2, homie.
I don't know. Maybe there's some construction dirt.
Don't hate the player, hate the game. Is that guy going to the clinic? Look at him. He going to the clinic.
Yeah, he said
green t-shirt. Click on him.
Help.
Click on him. Click on him. Let's see what's... Mr. Lopez. He got 9 hidden symptoms. Patient 1 showing up with 9 daggum symptoms.
He has a fever.
Well, I mean, damn, he had 9 symptoms. I think the game only has 12 of them. Chances were pretty good. One was a fever.
Oh, he got the bad doctor.
Oops. Wait, that's the bad doctor? The other one's like level 1 doctor.
Oops. We got some bad doctors.
Well, go ahead and make the morgue.
They just have fevers.
And 5 hidden symptoms. Look at that. Look at the top there. Possible diagnosis, 1%. It literally could be anything.
Well, he hasn't talked to anyone yet. There we go. Look at
you
that.
could throw the book at him and have a better chance of curing him.
This guy
is pretty screwed. That's what that guy is. Did you put it on hard mode when I wasn't looking?
No.
I swear, my first couple of patients came in with like 1 symptom and it was like coughing. I don't know.
I don't understand this option board.
They said this is your 4th playthrough. We're going to give you the tough people.
Oh, jeez. All right. So how much did I start with? 100,000?
Yeah. All right, click on one of the patients again, man. We're not getting any information right now. What's going on? All right. Dick White. We know what his disease is, and I can't see
Dick White is being seen by Dick Anderson.
What do you do? It's like $80 or something is the payment. It's in red underneath his information. It's a little small coming through from my side, so $80. He might go to the pharmacy. So congratulations. You've spent $45,000 to build this clinic and staff it, and you made $80.
I made $20,080.
Okay, fair point.
And he's happy. Look at that.
Well, of course.
Happy man.
He has no idea how close he was to going to the morgue, though.
I'm surprised that this guy is going to be alive.
It's just a common cold. Like, that's the best thing. It was a 1% chance to be anything, and it turns out common cold. Oh, the other guy went to the pharmacy, too, so you're making some money over there. Well, your pharmacist is in the break room in the other building, so maybe not.
Didn't consider that.
I just hope it doesn't rain. You know how mad I'd be if I was the pharmacist that had to take my break in the other building and it rains?
Oh, we're getting a little backed up. Should I expand? Some more doctor's offices?
Well, maybe. I mean, What do you think? So looking at the side there, right? You see your clinic is open from 8 to 1800. Do you think you can get through all of your patients before then? It's currently 9:45.
I mean, people just keep rolling in.
Well, yeah, I told you you're going to have a potential of 20 patients during the day. Currently, that's 10 patients per doctor, right? I can do easy math, 20 divided by 2. And you didn't hire great doctors. So, might be a struggle.
I mean, I kind of have the money. Does this pause it?
Yes.
So they're 4x6s. So I just need.
Remember, you can map it out first if you want before you foundation it.
I just need 4.
Yeah, that's what he said the
4
other
by.
time, and then he all of a sudden had a strip going down the whole of the map. That's more than 4x6.
Walls. Exterior walls. At least keep those all the same.
Now, the one thing I wish the game had, and maybe it does and I haven't found it yet, is a way to copy a room that I built to use it again.
Yeah.
Like, I don't necessarily want to do the like total pre-built rooms, but I would totally be okay copying and pasting the room that I built one time 6 times over.
Right.
And maybe it has that feature and I just haven't found it because, I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh. It's like, why won't it give me the stuff? Oh, you can't do plants from here. Plant. Oh.
All right, so who in chat is playing along with us?
I am.
Anybody gone bankrupt while watching us go bankrupt?
Dual. Get an examination lamp, which I put the plant in the wrong place. Turns out you don't need 2 of those, apparently.
All right, some ATS, got some trucking going on.
Oh, someone's played ATS.
Send Andrew over there to help you with the trucks. He's a good truck driver.
Debatable.
For about 3 minutes before he gets bored, but
That looks the same.
not really bored. He does that thing where he like moves the steering wheel like left to right really quick, side to side, and like gonna hit all the traffic. I don't know. Not really good with staying in the one lane thing. Sometimes driving is a little too passive for a 3-year-old.
We need a good doctor.
Dude, your doctors are garbage. Like this
We need
guy's
a
okay,
doctor.
but like I think that guy's stats are about as bad as my worst doctor stats in my playthrough. Like I had like
Well,
all level 5 doctors and your guys are not that.
we're playing hard.
I think you are. All right, so you see that star rating at the bottom? It's kind of like
Star
just
rate.
just left of middle or just left of your rotate buttons.
Yep.
If you hover over that, that's your prestige and it'll tell
Almost
you
4 stars.
yeah, well, you start at 5. So it
Oh
it
shit.
tells you what departments are losing prestige. So you can click on your staff in those departments. Like for example, your administrative departments can be real easy because it's only one guy. Hey, you can now grab another insurance. So you can have a potential of 30 customers a day. They don't pay as much, but they're real easy to level up, and a lot of their quests or objectives or whatever just give flat money. Like I think
Who?
that one was treat 10 patients in a day and you get $50,000. Like bet.
But
So anyway, we were talking about prestige and
yeah.
the customers, right? So your pharmacy, if you click on your one pharmacy guy, it'll be a real easy example, and then hover over his like thumbs up icon, kind of in the upper right hand corner, more upper
Uh.
right, lower on the right side. It's that,
Ah.
yeah. That tells you like what he's happy about and what he's not as happy about. So like right now he's got a -1 for what is that? Entertainment.
That's a plus. Where's this not happy?
Oh, is that a plus? I don't know. It's not exactly super clear.
He's got nice environment plus, has boss plus, entertained plus, rested plus, inspired plus plus.
Okay, fine. So be it. I don't know. I'm just telling you it wasn't 5 stars, and I'm telling you how to check it. Man, don't shoot the messenger.
Oh.
Oh, so this is that thing I was telling you about. So when your doctor sucks, you can take over the patient and kill him. Send him to the morgue. All right, so he's got one hidden symptom, and he's got like 1,000 things it could be. So here's what you can do, right? You could take a guess and randomly diagnose him with one of those things at the top. Or you see how like the available examinations are there, kind of like underneath your doctor's picture. Yeah, 3 out of those 4 say X-ray. So you could go build a radiology department and send him for an X-ray. Or if you're like, I don't want to spend the money on an X-ray machine right now, you can also just send the patient home. Just be like, come back later. Hope you don't die in the meantime.
Yeah, or just. It's just a bruise. Redness. Kickbox. Oh, must be a cousin. Oh man. Uh, I need all of those.
No. The one with the red is the only one that you need. So you have to have a waiting room and you have to have an x-ray to have a radiology department open.
Does it have to have its own waiting room?
Yes.
Can't just be this waiting room?
No, you can't share a waiting room.
That's whack. How do they know which one's for which?
Because you're in the radiology department. If you click remember how earlier you said like, "Oh, why is my pharmacy grayed out in black, kind of like your emergency room looks right now where you can't see any of the staff?" It's because you're in the radiology department. So what you set up as the radiology waiting room will only be lit up when you're in radiology.
Ah.
And your patients just know because I guess they ask somebody. I don't magic.
Well, shit. I'm gonna need to expand my hospital again. I should just build it big. So I can just expand as I please.
That hospital just got a lot bigger. They got blinked and then bam, tripled in size.
That's right. Bam. What are you doing out there?
Yeah, he's exploring, man. He's trying to leave, but he's trapped.
Oh. Alright. Oh. Oh my god.
Hey, he made it out. He's not trapped no more. So did you decide against building the radiology department right now?
No, I'm gonna build it.
I think the patient that needed it already left.
Yeah. Yeah, screw it, not yet. Go back. Where's my receptionist? Oh, she's back.
Hey, that lady's back. Same day? Was that like your first patient and they got incorrectly diagnosed?
No, she was just recent.
Yo, you need to fire that doctor. Look, he had the wrong diagnosis. but it's 100% hay fever. Like, what did he do? Just write the wrong thing down on paper? Like, I don't know. He needs us, like, talking to.
What do you mean it's not available?
Well, their treatment option is not available. You would need to build an ICU for them? Or a DID? What's that? I don't know what a. Is that in. I don't know what ID is. Infectious disease. Ah, that thing.
Well, you dead. You came to the wrong hospital. We just opened, bruh.
Time to build the morgue.
Nah, she
Oh.
can leave before she dies.
Homie said we don't even have our x-ray machine up and you're gonna need infectious disease. Nah, that ain't us.
Can I make you leave? You can't be treated. You make it up a room.
Hit the like red asterisk underneath her patient information.
Yeah, you go to another hospital.
He said, get out of here before you drop dead on my floor.
Yeah, you need to go. We got people waiting.
People that we actually might be able to help.
That's right. You came here twice. Why would you come back if it was wrong the first time? Like,
right? Like, I'm pretty sure I'd find another doctor.
Just saying.
Like, you sent me home with a cough while I'm about to die? Excuse me, I'm gonna go somewhere else. She must be one of those uninsured patients without much option.
That's true, that's true.
Dude, I feel so bad for your pharmacist. Just chilling out there in a little box by himself in the rain. Hey, look at that. You're only like 50,000 negative for the day.
That's not too bad, considering I built a hospital.
You built a hospital and you're using like a third of it. And you're not using any of it for the infectious disease, so that poor lady.
She's dead.
Dude, it's only 12:30 and you're already almost killing people. 12:30 on the first day.
We don't need this negativity. I feel like I want to build more stuff, but I want the flow of people to keep going.
I mean, to be fair, 30 patients a day is a pretty good little flow. You probably could do with having another doctor. Uh-oh. Another guy that needs an x-ray.
Oh, I could do a 50-50.
It's actually a 52-48. But man, I'm going to tell you, if these percentages are anything like the win rates on my fantasy football, go with the 48.
This one pays more.
Like I said, go with the 48.
Oh, where'd you go? What you got? Shit. You're vomiting, bloating, diarrhea. Dude, same.
What?
Oh no.
Hey,
Here we.
did you just diagnose yourself?
I think I have Crohn's disease. Or I'm lactose intolerant. I can treat that one. So,
Yeah, just stop eating ice cream, man.
did you just diagnose yourself?
You'll have to go into the doctor and be like, "Look, I figured it out. Figured it out playing a hospital sim."
Wait, can I move something that's already built? Like a whole, like, can I move this
I
over
mean,
here?
I want to say yes, but I really don't know, and I feel like I haven't found an easy way to do it. Like you could move it piece by piece. It kind of goes back to that. I wish there was a copy feature for rooms.
Oh,
You gonna start using the pre-built ones now? Wait a second. What's that? What's that disk? Disk is normally save. How do you save a prefab? So this is totally what we're looking for. We need to be able to select something and then bro. Bro.
oh,
Bro, this game just got so much better.
no, he didn't.
Shit.
All right, how do I get that doctor over here? Uh,
That's where you have to click on your gears again and then find like the little eye, and I guess it's not the eye, I guess it's dots or whatever next to it,
oh,
and move that doctor.
yeah, that's easier. Okay, all right, we doing
Shit,
things.
you just revolutionized this game for me, man. I'm like, I'm expanding now. I don't have to do each room by hand every time. Uh, that room's back. Like everything's still in the room. I think you just deleted like the floor plan, but all the items are still there. Honestly, it seems like more work to delete it. I would just remap it as a doctor's office and hire somebody back. Why'd the stool stay?
I don't think he switched over yet. Oh,
Oh,
he's working on somebody.
not anymore. He said, "Where'd my computer go?"
All right, back to what I was doing. Nope, not doors. Need to remove walls.
Homie over here breaking down walls. Not the door, though. Just the walls. Oh, now the door.
Door I can go to. Okay. So now,
Remember that time you found out how to copy and paste rooms?
yeah, that was a good time.
It changed my whole life.
Now,
Wait a second. Is the pharmacist gonna get included in the rest of the building?
He is.
He won't have to walk outside when it's raining anymore? Unless he just wants to. And it's faster pathing.
How do I delete that?
Uh I think you have to hit the dynamite button next to the magic wall button.
Ooh, okay. It didn't just blow up everything.
Which is impressive, because you with dynamite, I would have thought the whole blow up everything.
That doesn't look right.
Huh. There's another one next to the other door. Like,
Oh, the door was just blocking it.
okay, cool.
Oh, now this has to be blue.
Ah, dang OCD, making you have to repaint. Also, the pharmacist doesn't have to walk through the rain.
Wait. Yeah. That doesn't count as in the waiting room. rather have it over here. You still there? You got quiet.
Oh, at some point I must have muted my mic. I've been talking and shit. Oops. Dude, I'm like the best streamer. Deleted stuff at the start of the stream. Now I'm just like muted my mic. Didn't even know it was muted. I did turn my cam back on, so I mean it's even better. Like I'm sitting here talking and people are like, "Oh, he broke his mic again, probably."
Probably.
I mean, it's a pretty good guess. I break the mic like what 6 times a week. Hey, you remembered the plant. We're good to go. You got everything you need. Although I do want to ask a question. When have you ever been to an x-ray room where they didn't have a wall between the technician and the machine?
Right? We don't need it.
Right? Just make
We're
sure
all
you
about making the patient comfortable by not having a wall.
and making another patient by getting the nurse radiation poisoning.
That's right.
No big deal. Our hospital's self-sustainable. We make our staff sick. There's all the manuals on how to do the job. You didn't hire somebody for it.
Also needs to be a different color.
Green? Who thinks green when they think of radiology? Come on. Now you're just copying me. I did yellow for mine.
Well, I'm keeping it.
Well, you didn't do the waiting room tiles the same color.
Yeah, they are.
No, I meant the same color as your room. Like I would have done yellow tiles for the waiting room. Come on now, get it together. How do people know they're waiting for radiology if they don't have yellow tiles underneath them?
Well, they need the lighter tiles in the waiting room, so they know it's the waiting room.
What?
I don't like that.
That looks horrible. I can't
I
see
don't
where the
like
wall ends and does the undo button work?
This is how you get to a pharmacy, so those will be red. The pharmacy floor. For now.
I don't think you hired somebody for the department.
You're right.
Wasn't Daniel Lopez like one of your patients like 20 minutes ago?
Probably the one that needed an x-ray.
I think he was your first patient. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was like your first patient of the day. Your first patient of the clinic. Hey, you got $30,000 for doing that.
Hey!
And that probably means you can set up another insurance company.
False.
Nope, I lied. Not yet.
Look at him walking inside.
Yeah, he's so happy he doesn't have to get his shoes wet anymore. Did you also want to hire a doctor for that fourth doctor's office that you built?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I probably should.
Hey, more
Well,
money.
now I definitely will.
Is she related to the X-ray technician that you just hired?
Oh, is that Lopez? Probably.
I think this game recycles names often. I could be
No.
wrong, but I'm starting to get that vibe. Now you got a family hospital.
Look at this.
Look at what? What are we looking at?
My hospital.
Yeah, I mean, it's alright. No, actually, it's pretty good. So what's next? Do you have more?
That's a good question.
Say what?
So that's a good question.
Hire
I mean,
more
we still don't have
doctors or expand into another section of the hospital? Does it bother you at all that one of your doctor's offices have a different plant than the other three doctor's offices? I have to ask because once you see it, you'll never be able to unsee it.
It does not bother me. But if it bothers you, I'm going to keep it.
It absolutely bothers me, so of course I expect you to keep it. It's like one of those daggum puzzles in the newspaper. Can you spot the 6 differences?
Well, you got one of them. Can you find the others? I don't think
Oh,
there is because I copied the other two.
are there other differences? I don't know that there are right now.
Well, I copied these two from this one. So those should all be 3 exact copies.
I'm looking at the first one to see if there's any differences
This
between
one,
the first and
this
the
one, and
others.
this one, yeah, I tried to build.
They're pretty similar, except for the plant.
I built them separately.
Uh-oh. Margaret
Oh,
Miller. Let's go kill
this
her.
could tell me what my next direction is. Oh,
Uh-oh.
jeez.
Looks like you're building a lab. If you're really using this to know what your next direction is.
This guy's not doing too good.
No, he's not.
Nail discoloration and a crumbly nail. I'm gonna say it's nail fungus.
I
Athlete's
mean,
foot
you
doesn't
could
look
just build the
that.
lab.
Nah.
That's like traditionally the next building, the next room.
What?
Too difficult for this guy to diagnose. What are you gonna
This
do
is
now?
my good doctor.
How good is he?
Pain in the ears.
Which
Good
one is
doctor.
it?
Put my faith in my doctors.
Well, that was your mistake. So are you going to build a specialization next? Maybe expand radiology with some of the optional buildings? Or maybe you want to build a
Like,
gift shop.
this needs a separate cleaning closet. That seems kind of messed up.
Yes and no, kind of ish. So I think from what I was reading, the cleaning closet, like your janitor will try to clean as much of the hospital as they can, but they're going to prioritize the department that they're in. So the only way to guarantee that the department that you want cleaned gets cleaned is if that department has a cleaning closet.
Uh,
But as you can see, it's optional.
you said a gift shop?
Yeah, there's a gift shop. I mean, I don't know who's going to buy gifts because I don't think you have any patients that are like staying long term. I don't know if they have to be staying long term. I haven't built a gift shop. I'd love to see what it entails, but I don't know what it is.
We could throw a gift shop in there.
I mean, if the prices are anything like the hospital locally, like you'll make bank. Sell one teddy bear for like $200.
Oh, oh, oh. I
Did you miss one section of wall? No, it was just
no, it does
visual
that.
glitch thing. Is that the same wall you used before?
Yeah.
Looks different.
Look,
No, I'm just messing with you. It's probably fine.
probably fine.
Just doing basic white walls in the gift shop?
Gift shop's basic, man.
Yeah, hell, half the gift shop is drywall still.
Oh, pharmacy.
Eh,
Reception desk. I feel like they just need a computer. That's all the
probably.
desk is for.
Giving them the cheap ass computer too, huh?
That's right.
Hey, we've worked retail. If you've got time to lean, you've got time to clean. No need for a good computer. Stand up, walk around, find something to block.
Why?
Because it like blocks the movement behind it if you put it there. See how it has that gray arrow? That means you have to be able to stand in front of it. And for whatever reason, your balloons also required somebody to stand in front of them.
All right. Well, we got some fruit.
You need 2 of those, don't you? Or is it just 2 stands in general?
I'm not sure, but we're gonna find out. 2 stands in general.
All right. The world's smallest gift shop is now online.
You can come back here for some t-shirts. Got some t-shirts in the back.
Put some balloons beside the t-shirts, I think. Yes, sir. Look at that.
There we go.
I think you could get rid of that last desk and line the wall with stuff.
There.
I like that the advertisement sign is at the back of the store.
It's moving.
It's behind the checkout clerk. Like you have to go back behind there to see what today's specials are. The clerk like looks down at the sign. Today's t-shirts are 2 for $72.
There, right in line.
Today only, fruit is fresh. Oh, it's a janitor that runs it, so it's not super expensive to run.
Fast. We like fast. We're going with you, sir. I mean, gift shop is also administrative, even though I don't agree with the red for a gift shop.
I don't know why the administrative department is red. That feels like a questionable choice.
You're a questionable choice.
Ouch. Hurt my feelings.
Coming at my color choices like that.
I mean, like, I know it's true and all, but damn, you didn't have to be so hurtful. Shit. I mean, like a gift shop, you could have done green for gift shop. Trying to put radiology as green. Come on now.
Yeah, well, green radiology. How do you not think green radiology?
How do you think green radiology?
Like, what color do you typically think of radiation as?
I mean, gamma radiation maybe can be green, like hashtag Hulk, but not. I don't know. I put mine as yellow. Yellow makes sense.
Uh.
No, yellow made sense. All right. Green, that's just a questionable radiology.
Green, we turning people into the Hulk out here.
No, first off, the only person being turned into the Hulk is your nurse that you didn't build a wall for.
He chilling. He's fine.
Like, thank God his wife is a doctor over there in your 4th doctor's office.
That's right.
Gonna have to go see her and be like, look, I'm turning into the Hulk. Like that jolly green giant over here.
Who wouldn't want to turn into the Hulk?
Hey, look. You've got that same choice that you had on a couple of patients ago, and you could build that lab that you could have built a couple patients ago.
I forgot what the lab was.
It's the lab.
I don't want that lab. Where am I going to put that lab?
I don't know where you're going to put that lab, but it's time to expand. We got $88,000.
Oh, we do.
We can do stuff.
I forget that I'm actually making money here. I feel like it should just be going negative.
I'm surprised it's not. But you got a gift shop now.
That put it over the hump.
That's why we're positive. I mean, I actually feel like the gift shop is going to have a negative impact on your hospital as a whole right now because you didn't put a plant or a bookshelf or a radio in there. So the person in there is probably going to get bored and like tank your prestige rating. And
Bro,
since it's like one of two buildings or one of two rooms in that department, it's going to like hit pretty hard.
bro. They get a cactus. No, they're not. No, they're not. We get rid of the cactus. They can have that because
They gonna get the big plan.
Because they need something to go on the desk. A radio. Wait a second.
I don't know that the radio is gonna go on the desk. I mean, it should. I don't know why it doesn't, but for some reason, it does not like sitting on the desk.
Well,
let's put like a whole ass TV in there. Just put a whole ass table in there.
Fix that problem.
All right, fair enough.
Do they need radios? No. Does she need a radio?
Probably. Everybody needs a radio.
Man.
Why don't you just click on them and see if they're happy or if they're bored?
I mean, that was easy to put a radio in that one. I can check this guy. He's depressed.
Oh, that's a negative trait. That just never goes away.
Good. Everything else is good.
My internal medicine doctor was depressed and totally tanked that department's score.
Good. He's depressed because he doesn't have a wall, probably.
He's probably depressed because he doesn't have a radio. Even the receptionist has a radio.
And instead, she just got her radio.
I'm just in here soaking up X-ray radiation.
You gotta put in the time.
You gotta put in the time. The whole hospital's only been open for like 7 hours. The most tenured associate was hired at 8 a.m.
Gotta put in the time. A CT seems important.
It seems expensive. Click on the room. Click on. Go to the hammer at the top, and then click on the CT machine. It's in the top, like right hand corner.
Oh!
Yeah, 35,000. You don't need no stinking CT scan.
What else we got? Cardiography. Hearts.
Were you just gonna build the lab?
ECG. That's cardiography. EMG. That doesn't seem too bad.
Just remember, if you have medical problems, Mom is a certified EKG technician.
She told me that.
And then think to yourself, would you trust her? Does that feel like a good choice? What in the world are we doing with that little room? Oh, you're just gonna expand that little room. Oh. You should just expand it, but don't actually move any of the furniture. Just have like an empty space over there. So the doctors walk in every time and go, why is the chair pushed right up against the couch when we have all that empty space over there?
I like it. What was I gonna do? This thing. This thing. This thing.
So remember that time
Order.
that Andrew was not feeling well and we took him to the park and he had a seizure and mom had to call 911?
Not really, no.
Oh, you don't know about that? Well, we went to the park. Andrew wasn't feeling well. He had a fever. It was winter. Put a coat on him. Turns out that can cause a seizure when you have a fever and then you got a coat packed in around you and you're just a little person. So he had a seizure at the park. And she gets on the, she pulls out her, well, actually, she was just panicking. She's like, I don't know what to do. First aid from like 8th grade pops back in my mind. So I'm taking care of Andrew and I'm like, call 911. And so she pulls out her phone and she's like panicking. And the dispatch lady answers the phone. And mom literally says, like, word for word, we need an ambulance. We're at the park, on the road, in the neighborhood. I'm like, I know you don't deal well with pressure, but while I'm holding my 1-year-old son in my arms while he's having a seizure, I need you to pull it together. Can you give them a street name? A neighborhood name? An address? Something. She's like full on panic mode, and I'm like, just tell him my address. And I took off running down the road from the park with Andrew in my arms. It was a scary moment.
It sounds like a scary moment.
But he got to ride in an ambulance that day.
Did he have fun?
I mean, I'm going to go with no.
Oh. Yeah, you're probably right.
It doesn't exactly seem like a fun set of events. The ambulance team was like, only one parent gets to ride with them. And I'm like, well, that's not me. That's automatically mother's. Not my mother, of course. His mother, Andrew's mother. They kind of get like default dibs on that kind of stuff.
True.
But yeah, it was at that time that she had finished up her EKG certification stuff, and I really looked at her while we were driving, following the ambulance down the road, and I said, "Do you really think this is what you should do with your life?" Like, I understand this was an interest for you, and you took the class and you got the certification, but clearly, medical situations not your strong suit.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it was going well.
But look at us now. We're designing hospitals, so her inspiration rubbed off on us. All right, so I saw
These are
something
the things I
cool
needed,
on
right?
one of the videos that I watched where they built one big room and they divided that big room into the sections that made up those different labs. And I copied that because I thought it was pretty nifty.
So it needs to be at least by 4 and by 12. 4x4, 4x4, 4x4.
Well, it's 4x4 3 times. So 4x12.
Okay, that takes up a lot.
Well, it takes up a lot to build it individually too, but it kind of allows you to, I don't know, make it look visually appealing. Like, I mean, if you think about it, like most times you go to a lab in a doctor's office or something, it's like one lab that does all the tests.
This also has a waiting room?
Yeah, dog. Every department has like a waiting room, except for the gift shop. Theirs is just called a line. And
That's
some of the lab
wild.
tests are the whole pee in a cup situation. So it might behoove you to build a bathroom too.
What?
What?
Another bathroom?
Well, I mean, do you want somebody to go wait in the waiting room for lab work, talk to the lab technician, then have to walk to the front of your hospital to the one bathroom that you have, to then walk back to deliver the pee cup, to then go back to the doctor's office to get the results? I mean, they'll do it. It's just you also might get away with just building another bathroom back there.
Alright, so 2, 3, 4. Four. I like your what you stole.
I stole it. Now you stole it. Everybody gonna steal it.
It's a lab, so biohazard. Right here.
The most annoying thing is each one of the 4x4s is still going to have like the trash can.
And
And it's like, I mean,
that
each one of them having their own computer is fine. But the trash can, it's like, really? Ooh, they getting super big printers. They're going to be able to like fax and copy and shit. And they got good doctor chairs too.
they got the nice chairs.
Dang.
Alright, so this is just for this one. Alright. I mean, they probably all need sinks, right?
I think they all need a
Yeah.
sink. They all need like a sample fridge.
They can all have a lab sink there. Okay. Okay, it differs enough. I can start putting stuff in. That probably has to go on something. Yeah. Well, they're gonna need another desk.
There's a couple of things that are going to have to go against the wall, and then some things that don't have to go against a wall. Like the sample fridge has to back up against a wall. I think. Maybe they don't. Did I lie to you?
Hmm.
I might have lied to you, apparently. Well, shit, like a sink has to back up against a wall. I know that.
Well, the sink's against the wall.
Well, I thought the sample fridge did too, but apparently, I don't know. Look, don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm doing.
I know. I got more games in than you.
I know this is map 4 for you. I'm on my first hospital.
Okay, you only need one of those.
That thing has to be up against a wall. See?
Well, this is just gonna be in the middle of somewhere.
You could do something like where you pull the table out and have the table back up to the line between the two rooms, and then you can put the table in the other room backed up against that one. So it doesn't look like they're just floating in the middle of the room, but rather like similar, but pull it out a square so that you can put something like up against the wall.
Like that.
Yeah, something like that. And then you can put the fridges like back to back too. And now you can drop that thing in without having to have it floating in the middle of space.
Hey.
Look at that. I'm smart.
He doesn't have a plant though.
You better get him a plant. You don't want them to think it's an ugly environment. Stick it in the random middle of the room.
Yep.
What else we got?
And this one has a door. Well, at least it has a wall here too. So let's.
You can do back-to-back tables again.
Yeah. No, I can't.
You should be able to shift it forward another one. Like shift it towards the back wall. Yeah. Hey, you got another achievement for being indecisive.
I'm gonna get all of those. So now this guy can have a cactus.
You want me to ruin the whole thing?
Cactuses don't work.
I don't know if cactuses work or not, but I was gonna say go back to the room equipment and click on like one of the half lab desks or the lab cabinet. Those things are dope looking.
Nah.
What? I figured you'd see that and be like, I need that in there instead, because that was totally my way of thinking.
Well, apparently I can't select that once it's on there.
It lives there now.
Cool, cool. Glassware. Lab analyzer.
I think that one's got to go on something.
Oh, that does. I don't have a sample storage in here yet. That also has to go on something.
I think that's, yeah, right there. I think it would have blocked the sink in that first position. Boom. Look at that cluttered ass lab. With a plant.
If I've learned one thing from you, every room needs a plant.
Dude, the plant was such a lifesaver. Like, seriously, look at the end of that first video and then go to the second video and you'll be like, holy shit, he wasn't kidding.
All right.
What color is the lab going to be?
Purple.
Purple. What kind of dumb bullshit is that? Purple labs.
Purple.
My lab was yellow.
I'm not letting you talk me out of it.
Okay, actually I think it probably works pretty well. I don't hate the purple lab.
Oops, oops. Okay, we got all those. We need a waiting room, which only has to be 4x2. That works.
As long as you don't have more than like 3 patients waiting.
You think that's too small?
Possibly. I mean, you got to remember that's 3 different labs. So if you have one active patient for each lab and one waiting patient for each lab, you've already got 6 patients.
I mean, that doesn't matter if the doors and.
No, not at all. I used hallways as waiting rooms in my hospital too, and put benches like along the hallways. So
Well, I'm planning on this being another bathroom and janitor's closet.
yeah, I mean it should be fine. Just don't completely block it off, right? And you're good.
Purple. I didn't change the colors of the chairs there. Gotta go back to those.
Well, yellow's not a choice for those benches.
Oh. I'm gonna need to put in the bathroom and stuff first before I.
Don't forget your queue and TV for the waiting room. Cool, cool. Now you got a functioning. Well, once you hire people, you'll have a functioning lab department.
I don't really want that for the clinic. I feel like that's more important for. Yeah, that works.
So, what do you think of the game?
I like it
A good,
so
good
far.
little purchase that I talked you into.
Yes, sir.
It did not take much. I was telling Candace, I'm like, yeah, I had lunch with Tyler, and I was telling about the game that I'm streaming, and I'm like halfway through the third sentence about the game, and he's like, huh, it's only $40 on Steam for the whole thing with all the DLCs.
Yeah, it was not hard.
She's like, so he got it? I'm like, well, he's probably driving home right now, but I imagine he will have it. But I am actually going to call it here. I'm going to get ready to turn in. I'm going to work tomorrow.
All right. I'm probably gonna be up in this,
Nice, nice.
at least for a little bit.
Well, thanks everybody for watching the stream. I hope you enjoyed our co-op hospital building. Uh, like, subscribe, follow, all the good stuff. It really helps me out. I try to stream 7 p.m. Eastern time, uh, just about every day except for Friday. I know start of next week I'm going to have a couple of hiccups into that plan, but you know, nonetheless, we'll try to do it. If you're watching on YouTube, check out Twitch. If you're watching on Twitch, check out the YouTube, all the good stuff. Thank you so much.